Fam!
Hey Deku Fam!
Welcome back to our channel!
Welcome back!
So we're back with another video and I'm so excited. This Love in Action series has been fire, eh?
It's been amazing.
It's been so good.
Look, the first video we spoke about how to love her better.
Yeah.
Then we spoke about how to love him better.
Yeah.
And now we're about to conclude in the things that we need to do together
to make our relationship better. Literally, guys. Because I could be doing things onto him, he could be doing things onto me, and that's all good. But if we do some things together, oh my god.
For men have different needs, women have different needs, but there's things that we both need to do for the sake of our relationship.
So guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, you need to subscribe because it's about to disappear on you. No, I'm joking, it's not. But
we're here to stay.
Yeah, we're here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. But yeah, please subscribe to the channel. Get us to 30k. We're almost there. And enjoy the video. So the first action that we need to take in order to better our relationship is by bettering ourselves. Oh my god.
We need to take personal responsibility in developing ourselves. Before we were in a relationship, we have all these goals and desires, and we kept going to different seminars and doing different things in order to have more of a growth mindset and better ourselves. Now we get in a relationship, we're just here like a couch potato. We're in the same position at job for the next 10 years, not growing and stuff. We need to still have the same hunger to grow whilst we're in our relationship.
100%, because that makes you a better version of yourself for the relationship. And I think of like, I don't know why in our culture marriage is like the goal. So as soon as you get married, that's it. Your weight just plummets. Your career goals are gone. Everything is stagnant.
You just slow down.
Because you're now married, but that's not the person that your partner chose to be with, right? They wanted the person, the you that was striving, the you that was eager, the you that was saying, oh, let's go to this seminar, let's go to that seminar. But it feels like now that people are married, it's like, right, let's stop. No, we have to go faster because two are better than one. 100%. But part of that is working on yourself 100%. And taking full responsibility of your own development, right?
And also when it comes to your bad habits as well, right? Over the course of the journey, it's not long before you know that you've got bad habits, especially when you're in a relationship with Anna, who will tell you, look, you've got bad habits.
Says the one.
So we also need to just not take the love of our partner for granted, but we need to be in a position to be like, okay, I've got this bad habits, and although Annabella loves me unconditionally, I want to better myself so that this relationship is a better experience for her. Because how long can I be just doing this and expecting Annabella to accept me for who I am? Yes, that is part and parcel of the relationship, but let's just make sure that we're growing better for our partners.
100%. Because I think of like, I know the covenant of marriage is for life, and you know that I'll never leave you. I know you'll never leave me, but we can take that so for granted and be like, all right then, I can be 20 stone and that's fine by you. Do you know what I mean? And that's the easy option. That's the easy option for me to take. But as I know that I want to be the best version for you, I want to keep looking good. I want to keep having the same mindset. I want to keep striving in everything that I do.
We don't want to make this marriage a jail sentence. We want to make it a very enjoyable experience. And in order to do that, we both have to take personal responsibility to keep growing for ourselves 100%. And for each other.
So another action that we need to take to keep bettering our relationship is growing together. Oh my gosh, this one, people think that we were just born aligned in our views. People think that we're just so aligned and it takes no effort whatsoever. We just appeared like this and that's how we found each other.
Or they have the misconception of you need to find the perfect person to get into a relationship and everything will be okay. But we believe what's more important is about being intentional in growing together.
100%.
See, the thing is, for example, when we go on different seminars and we learn something new, we like to actually come home and have conversations about that, 100%. Just so that we're able to stay on the same page and grow together.
And we have really challenging conversations at home. Like if he's been out and he's been to a seminar, he'll come and share the views with me. He'll be like, what do you think? And then we'll challenge each other. And by the end of the conversation, we're both on the same page in terms of what we think is right for our family. But how easy is it for you to go that way, me to go that way in terms of the stuff that we're learning, the stuff that we're consuming, and then all of a sudden we're growing apart. No way, that will not be our portion. Even in terms of church, we make sure we go to the same one, we hear the same word, we challenge each other in terms of what's been heard and what's been said. and make sure that we are aligned as a household, because that's the most important thing, right?
Definitely. Like Anna said, we just keep making sure that we're growing together, because it's easy to be pulled apart. So yeah, as you learn, make sure you're pulling your partner along the journey, because at the end of the day, it's so easy to grow apart and to live different lives and stuff like that. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be a laborious exercising where it's like sit down like a classroom, I'll teach you. It's just more like having an interest for what your partner is learning, just asking simple questions.
Yeah, and when we spot something that is a negative element within the other person's life about their frame of thinking, then we'll just be like, oh, tell me more about that. Why do you think that? Is that the case for our family? What are we going to do about it? Blah blah blah. Because you need to catch it when it's small,
in seed form.
When it's in seed form, rather than when it's manifested into this whole huge thing, but it's not in line with you know where you two are going together. So for us, that's really important,
and that's why we believe that communication is so important. It's an ongoing journey. Keep communicating, keep learning together, keep growing together.
100%. Another action that we need to take on to better our relationship is by being 100% honest with each other.
Even when it hurts.
Yeah, this one, it does hurt, you know. It does hurt when he's honest. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't have.
And when you're honest,
am I not honest?
You're very honest as well.
Okay, so.
But the thing is, we really believe in transparency within a relationship, because I think for us, what tends to happen is that we want to seek peace, and when we're seeking peace, we tend to hold back what is actually frustrating and what is burdening us. And all that happens is later on, one of us has a random outburst, or we hold resentment and have the outburst, and it's not good for the sake of our relationship.
100%. I used to be scared to say things to Gabes because I was like, I need to be that peaceful wife, you know. I'm the homemaker, and you know, I need to make this household joyful.
Don't lie to the people.
No, I do have moments within myself where I'm like, I'm just too loud. Like some of my friends, they're just so calm and they're just so, you know, peaceful and things like that. And I'm just like, am I just causing problems for my husband all the time?
Sometimes.
But now I realise that it's just so important for us to talk things through all the time, right?
Definitely.
And make sure that we're not like holding stuff in and then building resentment, because it just it's not great at all.
It just pulls you apart. You never realize that it happened. And I find that when Anna's trying to have a difficult conversation with me and it hurts, I need to try and make that environment a bit more comfortable so that she's willing to actually share herself. So I ask questions, I give her space, and then she's able to share, and I don't like bash her over the head when she says something. But at the end of the day, it's better that we both know so that we're able to work through it together rather than just harboring Anna's heart, and then it's like, oh, I can't tell him about it, and then she pulls herself away from me. I don't want that to happen.
And Gabes used to say to me, like, I don't feel comfortable saying things to you about the way that you've made me feel or the way that I think things are going, and that's because my emotions will just take over the whole conversation. I'd either start crying or I'd start getting angry. I'm like, what do you feel that way? Like, oh my gosh, it's all your fault. I just attack him. I'm so defensive. I'll just be like, phew. I just come with one fire, and then the conversation starts being about you. When really he's the one that started the conversation and was trying to bring something about me, but I'll just deflect it. And that's not good, because he has things in his heart that he wants to say as well. And I need to stop being defensive about that and allow him and give him room to talk. So I will literally challenge myself in that moment and say, Anna, don't make this about you in my head. And I'll say things like, Anna, let him talk it through. Anna, ask him, is there anything else that you'd like to say? Is there anything else that you feel that you need to bring to the table? And just give him that comfortability that I'm ready to listen, and for him to be 100% honest with me, because I never want him to stop doing that ever.
And this is for the better of your relationship.
Another action that we need to take in order to better our relationship is by disconnecting together. This one, I love it. I love disconnecting.
Life in 2019 is just busier than ever.
I know.
There's so much to think about, there's so much to prioritize, but for the sake of our relationship, we need to press pause. And as we press pause, we just disconnect from the world. This is time away from your phone, from your friends, from your family, and just being like, what do we actually want to talk about today?
Let's go for walks, babe. How about that? We don't do walks. We don't do walks yet, but we do holidays. And we do holidays on our own. Intentional holidays where we're like, okay, we're going to set out our vision statements. We're going to talk about how we are. Gabes asks me all the time, like, how are you in this season?
How is your soul doing? That's my question.
And I'm like, babe, I don't know. Like, I haven't even thought about this afternoon, let alone my soul. But it's such a good question because it's like, okay, how is my wife doing? How is my husband doing?
Yeah.
How is our relationship doing? Without the distractions of, you know, everything else that we have going on in our life. And because we know we are busy people, we have to be intentional about taking time out.
Definitely.
And that's not once a year.
Definitely.
That's literally once a month,
like
once a week.
We have our holidays at least maybe like once a quarter or every 2 months or so.
Yeah.
But we try and do it on a more frequent basis on going on date nights where every Wednesday we will sit down and just talk, have a good time, have fun together, and just see how we're doing.
And the thing is, people try to get in your life and your diary and be like, oh, but you guys see each other every day. Yeah, we do this together. We might be in the same environment together, but that's not intentional time with just the two of us.
Because we can go a whole week where every day we're together, but we're accommodating a lot of people, and we've got different things that we're doing together, like YouTube and stuff. So that's not spending time together.
So we're not rude about the fact that we need uninterrupted time.
We're not apologetic at all.
That's the word. We're not apologetic at all.
Yeah, like, no, I'm actually got Anna in the diary, and I'm not scared to say it. And I will make sure I just prioritize that day so that we can actually connect together.
Yeah, 100%. And the last action that we need to take to better our relationship is by having double dates.
Yes.
This is really important, you know.
You see, we refuse just to do this journey by ourselves. People get in relationships
and then
get married, and then they're just their own island.
Yeah, you never see them again. They're just there, just them two. No, that will not be us. So we are intentional about going on double dates with other couples. For us, it really helps us like understand other couples. It really helps us to share our struggles with other couples. It really helps us to affirm each other before other couples.
Yeah, like I think like what Anna's saying, like two things that we find happen when you go on double dates. And the first one is like you affirm each other because you're like, you know, you talk about the good times that you have and stuff, and that's reinforcing within you the pleasures and the reason why you love your partner. And also as you share your struggles, you realize that other people are actually going through the same thing. And then you talk about how they overcame it, and then you're able to learn from each other, have fun together, and it just strengthens your relationship, because even though you're married, you're not supposed to do this journey by yourself.
It's so easy to, you know, when you're married, daydream about being single. It's like when I was single, I used to go out with my friends, this, that. But you can create that sort of environment when you're married as well. It's not only going out with married couples, but also going out with your single friends. Like, you still can have a life. And for us, I think it confirms that marriage is good. You know, we go out with our friends as well. We talk about the greatness of marriage. We talk about our challenges, and it's just, you come back home just very happy. And it's the little things in life, you know. It's not every day just stay at home, you two, and you're just, you know, strategizing about your future and you're worrying about bills and blah blah blah. You're actually going out and having a good time with other couples.
Because when you're left to your own devices and you're trying to like argue through things, sometimes it helps just being able to have a couple that you can go and sit with and say, okay, these are the things I'm going through, and then you work through it together.
I think sometimes when you laugh about the challenges with other couples, then you realize actually it's not that deep. And sometimes we've gone on dates with other couples and we had an argument before, but as soon as we're with the couple putting on, I don't know, like happiness, when you come back it's like, actually I feel much better. Maybe now's a better time for us to talk through our situation. Or even when we talk through it with the couple and they're like, oh yeah, we dealt with that last week, and then they're laughing about it. It's like, okay, we can laugh about it too. And then we come home, perspective, like it really, when you're before each other all the time, you just
keep bumping heads. But when you have other people around, they're able to give you a different perspective, which is outside of your relationship as well. And the thing is, sometimes it's easier for Anna to have a conversation with another woman about a particular thing. Likewise with me and a man, because it's easier to receive from that person than to receive from each other when we're just constantly bumping heads.
100%. So that's the series, Love in Action. We hope you got some really good points from this series, practical steps on how we can advance our relationship
and to love each other better. Guys, in 2019 we need to take our love to whole new levels.
100%, guys. There's so much more. Like, we settle so much.
We're just scratching the surface.
Scratching the surfaces. There's more. God wants us to love each other better. He wants us to be an example unto others. The way that we love each other will be an example for others. 100%. So I'm just like, guys, let's do this. We hope you really enjoyed this series. We enjoyed recording it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and we're now moving into February.
Yeah, the month. This is how the household, she's always jumping around. I'm always like, so the month of February, we're going to be talking a lot about
the benefits.
You will see. No, don't tell them.
No,
don't tell them.
Really?
Wait till February. We'll see you guys later.
Oh gosh, ice was it? Cliffhanger. Little cliffhanger for ya. Anyway, we'll see you.
Alright, bye.
Bye.